Hello and welcome. This is Melsgunner, and we're back with some more Wargame Airland Battle, and we have the Commander Brigade coming in to fight the Tank Regiment. We have quite a bit of an advantage here in initiative, as you can see, starting points versus their starting points. Morale is going to be the same. I'm not exactly sure if we're going to be able to push these guys to a victory because of how many victory points we need to ensure that, but we can definitely, I think, get a draw here. So, well, that's probably what I'm going to go for, but we'll see how the battle plays out. Go ahead and launch here. Now, I believe these guys have pretty good anti-tank weapons. Let's take a look at it. Now, I do think that our infantry is going to be... Oh, well, let's first go ahead and control our zones here. So we'll put this guy back there. Put this guy over here, and we have more zones to control here. Fortunately, we don't have that many of these logistics vehicles. We just have these rover command vehicles, and I only have 7 total, so I have to be careful with this unit. Keep them useful. I have to not lose those because it will be really hard for me to control zones if I do. All right, so let's take a look here. So we've got the Javelin, which is... Oh, I misread... Oh... Okay, so I thought this was an anti-tank weapon where I was just looking over this particular brigade really quickly, and I misread it. It's actually anti-air. It's very effective anti-air, but... Okay, so we don't really have... And what is the anti-tank? Okay, we've seen this weapon before, the Carl Gustav anti-tank weapon, and it doesn't have a particularly good range. So I actually don't have any advantage over the Norwegian unit we've had before. And our infantry is quite expensive, too, so a lot of our advantage is going to be taken away to a certain extent by that cost. I mean, they're going to be crack units, but okay. These guys are really cheap as opposed to these guys. All right, well, we've seen a lot of action over here. I'll go ahead and put one of these guys. You know what? Go ahead and put one of these guys over here, the more effective anti-tank weapons. And put a logistics vehicle in here. Well, we could even put a forward operating base, now that I think about it. That costs 75. It'd give us a lot more supply to use. You can have more than one forward operating base if you want. So that'd supply both my infantry and my anti-air with, I mean, if you can run out of anti-tank weapons very quickly, and we know this is a tank force, so we want to have some semblance of ability to rearm. And I can put anti-tank vehicles. I know I have anti-tank vehicles in the area as well. Okay, with that set up, let's go ahead and set ourselves up over here. So starting off, I'm just going to do some Royal Marines along the road here. And another squad of Royal Marines here. Now, also, I'm noticing that we don't have APCs. We just have trucks. So we're going to have to get them out of there. This is probably going to see heavy action. Let's go ahead and take a look at our vehicles. So here we have some anti-tank weapons. The Rover Milans with some decent anti-tank weapons. This is going to be the more effective one. Very much longer range, too. So we've got 12 of those and 8 of those. We also have the helicopters, which we have 4 of. Okay, so I thought we had much more anti-tank ability than it turns out that we do. So this might be a kind of rough fight here for us. So I'm going to go ahead and get a platoon of these guys. We'll put them right in here. I'm going to grab a platoon of these guys, and we'll put them over here. So we'll have the supply to resupply these guys. There's a little bit concerned that we'll be overrun here. And because I know the action is going to be fairly fierce over here, I'm going to put one here, and I'm going to put a logistics truck. Well, we don't need that just yet. I can just get it from the deployment zone. That's fine. Okay, now let's try and defend this area over here. So I'm going to go ahead and put some Royal Marines in this wood. I'm going to go ahead and put another set of Royal Marines, or set of Royal Marines in here. We're going to grab these guys, put them there. And do we want more infantry in here? I mean, we've got the points. Be pretty solid defense. And let's get a logistics vehicle in here as well. I'll put it in this building here. Hopefully we'll have some semblance of cover, and we'll get to be able to rearm these guys if they run out of weaponry. Now, I could put some anti-tank vehicles in this area as well. I'm really concerned that they will be over... Oh, we have a lot of these. Kind of a concern that they'll be overrun. But we'll work on that. Okay, so, and I'll put a logistics vehicle over here as well, just so that we can rearm this guy. Okay, so that's going to be our setup there, and because we have so many of these rover Milans, I'm going to set up another group in here to... could put them here to help out. And if we have that forward operating base up far enough, we'll be okay. Okay, what else can we get here? I would like some anti-air defense in this direction. Looks like we can do 4 of these guys, and we'll stick them in behind the forward operating base, which will allow us to rearm there as well. I'm going to want to have planes eventually, but our planes are limited, and we don't want to push them too hard in the early stages when my enemy is going to have a lot of anti-air. So until we knock out the anti-air, we'll have to just see how this goes. But we have 3 zones in control, and they have 4. 2 of ours are deployment zones, though, and they might not actually hold all of these zones as well. And we could try and push up here with our infantry, depending on how that goes. But for now, we're just going to hold defensive positions, and we'll go from there. All right, so let's go ahead and launch the battle. First things first, let's go ahead and unload the guys over here. We'll unload all the guys over here. And we'll unload all the guys over here before this action gets out of hand. Let's go ahead and grab our trucks and get them out of there so they do not get blown up. Okay. Let's go ahead and do the same thing over here. Let's just get the trucks out of there, as these are completely unable to fight. So, completely vulnerable. Our trucks out of there. Okay. Hopefully that's relatively safe. These guys are just running away, it appears. Let's get these guys in a spot a little bit better. Maybe I should have seen about recon units. What do we got for recon? Okay, let's get a unit of recon. This is the only unit we have here. Alright, never mind about that. You have good optics, you have good optics. You have exceptional optics. Kind of want that. We also have helicopters. Helicopters are extremely good recon vehicles. They are very vulnerable, though, to air power, so you got to be careful with them. Let's get that rover in there. Hopefully it can give us good sight in here. Okay, so far, we don't have a lot of action going on. But we should have decent defenses here. Let's go ahead and get these guys up a little bit so they can see, maybe. And we'll get a recon unit over here. Let's go with the Scorpion. That's fine. Gives us a little bit of support. Actually, yeah, you have pretty good AP power. So against lighter vehicles, you might be okay. Get you in there. And you don't have a recon vehicle either. Let's get you one of these Scorpions as well, and we'll put it in here.
It always comes down to the infantryman and his rifle.
Okay. Okay, so far so good. Let's see if we can get a recon helicopter out here. See if we can get a little vision. And to defend it, I'm going to get one of these tornadoes because we can afford it. And also, let's get some artillery going. I think we have fairly good artillery that we can reach out and touch these guys with. There, we should be able to afford a platoon. We'll stick that right in there. All right, let's keep an eye on our Gazelle. See what we can spot here for our artillery. Now, the problem with spotting is the enemy tends to see, oh, they don't have any command points. All right, so I might want to push up here. So if we come in here and there's not really anything going on, I may send infantry into these woods to defend it. Okay, infantry. Put you in here. Get our Gazelle moving up a little bit. It looks like the enemy did a deploy here, but then they immediately abandoned it. Okay, here comes the enemy. Let's back up a little bit, because that anti-air is going to be able to light up my helicopter. We can get enough points in here, we can get one of these Jaguars in here, although there's 2 anti-air guns. That infantry might not be able to get in place in time. Let's hit it. Okay, we managed to knock out the anti-air. Very good. That infantry is not going to get there in time, so we're just going to have them deploy in the woods here. Okay, so that actually was very successful. Okay, hit this tank. You need to get that vision. It managed to knock one out. Let's get this guy out of there so their air power not a threat. Okay, here comes their command vehicle. We want to knock that out if we can. But, unfortunately, we're waiting on the resupply. Okay, let's get our helicopter out of there. Got our vision. Got guys in position. We're a little packed in here. Let's just go ahead and unload now. Trucks can get out of here. A little packed in here, but we're pretty well defended. Okay. Let's get this T-72 done with. Okay, unfortunately those didn't land, but that's okay. It's still going to rock them a little bit. Let's get our helicopters out here. Seems like we've got control. The helicopters work in units of 2, so that's what we're going to do. And this is fairly close to our forward operating base, so we'll be able to do things with that. Let's go ahead and just fire upon the area where the... Just grab these guys now and just have them come over to where they have a firing line. We can suspect that there's other enemy in this area, so the artillery landing shots here might not have necessarily hit that target accurately, but go ahead and go with another run here. Okay, we managed to get them with the planes, so the Lynx don't really have a target here, but we can give them one with our Gazelle. Okay, so they're capturing deployment zones. Okay, so our Lynx might have a target up here. Let's go ahead and go for a Jaguar run here. Let's have the Lynxes come over this way where they're going to have more direct vision. Okay, we can get this guy out. Now, we're going to want the range to be long with the helicopters if we can manage it. Fortunately, the missiles should have good range. Okay, there we go. We've got a target. Oh, we just vision on the... Well, you know, let's just focus on the what we've got here. Okay, we managed to knock it out. We are running low on missiles. Okay, we want to back off a little bit here, because they do have anti-air missiles, and we will be very vulnerable to that. As you can see, they're lining up a shot on us right now. Go ahead and open up on these guys with our artillery. Because they can't move very fast, so they won't be able to get out of the area. Okay, let's go ahead and get another attack with our helicopters. We're just being methodical here. Okay. Let's get some more support in here. I'm going to go ahead and grab a mortar. Okay, so that's going to be it for the helicopters. Let's go get them rearmed because they only have 5 missiles. We're going to keep our vision going. And let's just get this fire in on the infantry because they're just going to sit there and eat it. The mortar should be a little bit faster firing anyway. Put another one in here. We also have a fairly good idea where their command vehicle is. Let's go ahead and have these guys land. And that will allow them to rearm. Okay, let's go ahead and continue firing here on the infantry that is out here. You know where it is. I mean, this isn't really going to inflict a lot of casualties necessarily. There they are. You guys can go ahead and just start firing here. Okay, we've got possible target here. Okay, we managed to knock him out. Let's just get out of here so the anti-missiles don't cause a casualty. Okay, we managed to take out another tank. Okay, let's continue to fire here. I'm going to try and take out the anti-air infantry. Can't really see it, though. Alright, we'll do this. Okay, you're right there somewhere. There you go. Sometimes when you click on their name, it doesn't actually fire where you think it's going to fire. So, right there. Okay. And then we'll have you guys... Where are you? Right there. Okay, the Lynxes should be ready to go. See, this is where not having bombs is really a problem. And until I take care of these guys... Oh, okay, we managed to wipe out the infantry. Okay, right in here somewhere. There you are. Firing away. So we kill you. Now, we don't want to expend all of the supply. Ooh, what are you firing at? Not exactly sure what they were firing at. Could have been the Lynx got a little too close. Alright, let's see if we can get vision on anything else here. Again, I could... There we go, we got him knocked out. Let's see what we can, if we can find that command vehicle. We know it's in here somewhere. There it is. Let's hit it with the plane first. There we go. And that's where the lot, what we just took out there. Alright, let's get the Gazelle out. I have to keep an eye on the fuel of the Gazelle, just to be careful. Oh, we got a fighter coming out. Get that taken care of. I think it was a fighter. I'm not exactly sure. We've got a tornado out there. I think it got away, though. Let's get out of there before they send us. All right, so they've got air power out here. So I'm probably going to need to get more tornadoes or Sea Harriers out here so that we've got some defense. Now, I had vision of some enemy units here. Let's go ahead and get some logistics out. We've already proved that this is free. So we're going to go ahead and get some guys over here. We're going to grab a logistics vehicle over here. And I'm going to get some anti-air in here as well. I'll get these guys. They're kind of cheap. Okay. We've got some vehicles, I believe, incoming. I'm going to just go ahead and fire where I saw them in case they're still camping there. We don't have the reach, I think, with the mortars just yet. Really don't want to get too close to the deployment zone because we will get hit by... And stop. Okay, here they come. Alright, we lost vision. Have this guy evac before they have their fighter come out and get me. Vision can be really frustrating in this game sometimes.
I need that tail rotor checked.
Here we go.
It's gonna rain down on them crawlers.
Stop.
It's gonna rain down on them crawlers.
Okay.
Someone need a guardian angel?
And of course, we lose vision just as they get here, so...
Need some extra eyes.
Alright, well, the Lynx at least is going to get some shots off.
The sky is ours.
Alright, and they're running away.
Let's hope there's no enemy air defense. Check this completed, ready to go.
Okay, let's hit them again. This time we have better vision.
Someone need a guardian angel?
You got enemy fighter. Get out of here. I got my fighters out.
Captain and his crew welcome you aboard.
I think we lost one of our planes. Yeah. No, they both came out back.
Captain and his crew
I think we may have got... You're gonna evac.
someone need a guardian angel.
As is you. Ah! I'm not sure what we lost there. Maybe a tornado. Alright, let's get a Harrier out here. And have them go after this helicopter. Oh, you're still in the area. Let's have you go after that helicopter. Okay. You can get out of there. You can get out of there. So we do have anti-air defenses over here, which I think we just lost another Harrier. Okay. I'm gonna have to be careful with that.
The captain and his crew
Fortunately, the Lynx doesn't have any means to kill infantry, but we do have a means to kill infantry with artillery.
moving to new
Fortunately, no, I don't want you to move there. I want you to attack there. Infantry is moving though, so
ready, sir.
it's gonna be a tough target. Okay. Unload. Unload.
Now,
You come over here. You come over here.
check this
There's definitely a vehicle.
on the road again.
Alright, let's get you.
Ammo, fuel, spare parts.
Okay, let's get you out of there. Okay, I think we managed to take them
Sky is ours.
between all the vehicles we had at our disposal. Okay.
All right, girls, what are you waiting for? Breakfast in bed?
Okay, you can get out. Tornado can come in,
Raining down on them crawlers.
as can the Harrier. We might be able to get them between the two. We might have just lost our command vehicle, I think. Okay, you can evac.
It always comes down to the infantryman and his rifle.
And you can evac as well. Alright, that hurt. That's kind of the problem sometimes with deploying too close to the front. Okay, got that guy. Let's get more infantry in here. They're clearly attacking in this area.
Anything for us, sir?
Okay, you need to land.
That tail rotor check.
And you know what? Another group of helicopters wouldn't hurt. Get them out here. And let's get some more infantry going. This area, because this seems to be where all the combat's happening. Let's get some more infantry. So we can get more control of the battlefield. And then we'll get a logistics vehicle going over here. Yeah, whatever. Actually, put it in here. You can defend that a little bit better. Okay, let's go ahead and hit this guy.
Where do you need us, sir?
Okay, let's get some of these guys coming out. You are going to get out of there. They're going to drop their bombs. There's nothing I can do about that. Probably going to lose a lot of infantry here. Yeah. Down they go. You guys need to get out of there.
Sky is ours.
Get some more air. Come on. Okay. Got some more power here.
Now,
That's, you know, it's really disappointing that we keep losing our infantry here, but they're really fighting hard to gain control of this. I really wish that...
some extra eyes, sir.
Really wish the rover vehicles wouldn't get there way before my infantry that I deployed earlier. I don't think we're going to get here before this stuff comes after us. Oh, here we go.
Sky is ours.
Let's get our guys out here. We almost have... our helicopter should be rearmed. We almost have the 2,000 we need. Okay, let's get some anti-artillery going here, because they have artillery here. We have our mortars that can fire.
May God have mercy on my enemies, because I'm broke.
Come on. Okay, let's get another mission out here. Get these guys firing. You guys are out of ammo. Let's get over here. Get these guys, the recon out. Come on. Okay, heavy casualties. Wasn't paying attention over here. We need to unload these guys. Okay, our rover can probably go back and come over here. You can go over here somewhere. I don't care. All right, let's go back over here. I don't know of what infantry I sent over here, what if it survived. Because I kind of wasn't paying attention probably as much as I should have, and we probably just got a bunch of our infantry just annihilated. Okay. But we're almost to that 2,000 point. We don't have a lot of time. That vision wasn't there long. Get our Gazelle over there. 1-2 T-72 is running, but we know they have good anti-air there. It was a draw. We didn't have enough time. But we did inflict a lot of casualties on them, and it was close. Okay. Exit. So it's going to be a draw. It's going to lower both of our morale by 1, initiative by 1. That's the important bit now. Now the enemy has their deployment at its lowest point. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough time, I don't think, to get my logistics vehicles to really capture any more points than we already had. So the enemy is just, they're tough enough that they can really push. And if I don't have a defensive line to stop them, it's really tough, because I try and put the infantry in there and they just get massacred. So kind of just the way that it worked, but there we go. Oh, and we have an engagement here. All right, well, we'll pick that up in the next episode. In any case, I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.